Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring what lies beneath the darkness. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this solo and semi-competitive role-playing game, where you participate as horrors employed by factions to wage war in a victorianesque city, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about playing the game. We start with the mission. Each player needs to create their own mission. Think of an incident that requires immediate action, so the characters are set into motion. You follow a particular structure for this. Your faction needs you to do something about a particular enemy before that particular threat does something, which would of course result in a consequence. You are going to be making rolls to determine these actions, targets, and consequences. Maybe you need to discover something, maybe you need to destroy something, perhaps the target is a particular entity, a creature, a faction, perhaps it's a resource, an element, an object, an ingredient. The consequence could be domination, perhaps oppression or influence, or maybe change, some shift or corruption. You refine things a little more, throwing in some mysteries and world-building elements, and your mission is done. Refer to the character traits to spice things up a bit. When it comes to the agenda shows the goals you are expected to achieve during your missions. They can manifest in the story as consequences of your actions, steps towards your mission objective, or even side quests you end up taking. You have two agendas, your personal agenda and your faction's agenda. Each one has 6 goals, such as, in the case of personal agenda, maybe you move up your faction's ranks, or perhaps you show the best of your human side. Maybe you resist your hunger. Concerning faction's agenda, maybe it's about gaining control over a territory, or even forging an alliance with another faction. It's your job to bring the agendas into the narrative, or bend the story to their direction, so you get a chance to accomplish them. Keep those goals in mind when establishing challenges and deciding your character's actions in the scenes. They are individual goals, but each character can achieve each of those goals only once per mission. Then we have the Matrix. The Matrix is a table of 36 prompts that represent moments you might experience during this mission. They give you an idea of what kinds of scenes you will be able to build around them, and what kind of feelings and situations await you. You will roll 2 6-sided dice on the Matrix every time you need to create a new scene, define what happens next, or add extra layers of color and meaning to the storyline. As with character traits, these prompts are open to interpretation. They can include an item, a person, a group, an event, a creature, a place, and so on. It's up to you, the players, to bring those prompts to life during the game. When you play, you will define what they mean in the context of your story and interconnect them to the world at large. You will notice that a big portion of those reference elements on the character's traits, while others introduce new faces to the city. Not all of the prompts will come up in play, and they are not expected to appear in any particular order. As such, by the end of your adventure, you might be able to use remaining prompts for your future missions if you want to. Let me give you a few examples of these prompts. You have things such as, a priest of Ictos performs a ritual, the red jackals summon the fairy court, Lore killed the sorcerer and his ghouls, the poison arrow spreads their curse, Elena Angel Eyes brings a message from beyond, the Order of the Broken Dawn knows too much. And these are just a few examples. You can use them however you like. This concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about the loop, missions, and I'm going to give you my final thoughts on this role-playing game. I really like the prompts from the Matrix. The structure on how to handle missions is pretty clear. It's all very concise, and you will see it even more so when I talk about the loop and the missions in the next part. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. Once again, thank you, and see you later.